I worry about too many. At least I'm worried. Water is a problem without too much. It is water that becomes more problematic when overflowing. Water is one of the most important chemicals on the planet. It will be 70% of our body weight is water. I don't need to say its importance. Why is water so unique? Its unique properties. Let's see how we experience it. Water can dissolve various substances. It is a solvent. One water molecule consists of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Liquid water is composed of many water molecules. It is done. Since the water is polar, it is polar. Ions or molecules are soluble in water, but molecules with very weak or no polarity, insoluble in water. Drinking water contains various chemicals. Metal ions such as copper, iron, and calcium are salts or oxides. It is dissolved in form. Also, oxygen and carbon dioxide in the air. Gases are also dissolved. Gases in the air dissolve in water and are contained in the crust. Several types of elements naturally, because it is included in among them, heavy metals and harmful organic substances. It is filtered in the water purification process. Ions commonly found in water include calcium and magnesium. It is an ion. The concentration of calcium and magnesium ions dissolved in water. Hard water when measured exceeds 270 ppm. Water below 60 ppm is called soft water. The standard for drinking water is about 300. The chemical composition in water is also important. What is even more concerned is the presence of pathogens, bacteria, and waterborne diseases. Drinking contaminated water. It is an immediate. The fact that 70% of human body weight is water is mysterious. It is surprising. The body is filled with body fluids and blood, the main component of which is water. You can maintain body temperature. Water is chemically a combination of oxygen and hydrogen. Naturally, seawater, river water, groundwater, well water, rainwater, hot spring water. It exists as water vapor, snow, and ice. Water has THR. The proportion of water in our body is about 70%, the fish is about 80%. In addition, about 95% of microorganisms in water consist of water. In other words, there are various substances caused by an aqueous solution. It can be said that chemical change is complicated. World Health Organization. Humans consume 2 liters of water per day. We recommend about 8 cups. However, this is not the amount of water we eat. Including 2 L is required. In the case of fruits and vegetables, 90 to 95% of the ingredients are moisture. The rice we eat as a staple food has a lot of the amount of moisture we get when we eat food. Usually 4 or 5 glasses, the amount of water to be consumed separately. It is said that there are 3 to 4 glasses. However, there are some deviations. Koreans whose sodium intake exceeds 2 or 3 times the recommended amount. People who drink less sodium should drink more water. There is a need to do. Our body ingests the necessary amount of moisture. The unnecessary moisture is discharged through urine and sweat. However, if you consume too much water, it cannot drain all moisture, so the body's moisture is another organ in our body. That is, it stores moisture in blood vessels, muscles, etc. People with hormonal problems. Edema can develop in the body. Additional intake of water can help increase the amount of fluid to make the body more smoothly. It is true that it makes it usable. Modern people are in a situation of chronic dehydration. Drinking a lot of water prevents chronic dehydration. It may be a condition that can be solved. In addition, 9% to 10% of your weight. Drinking it all at once, there is a risk of death from water poisoning. Drinking too much water is prohibited. Water is okay call, and it is inorganic. I eat a lot of water. It has nothing to do with gaining weight. Immediately after drinking water, the amount of water temporarily gain weight. However, water intake is diuretic. To get out of the body, the increased weight becomes the original restoration. Rather, calories are diuretic. There is a phenomenon that is consumed when water itself turns into body fat. Almost none. Each person has individual differences. When I took 1 liter of water, I walked for 30 to 60 minutes. It is said that calories are consumed drinking water often. It is usually helpful for diet. Because of that, I only drink water. It is said that it is not scientifically established, so I don't blame the water. What foods you ate with water? It would be good to think people sweat in a sauna or sauna. There are some people who want to see the effect of diet. If you sit in the sauna or sauna for a long time, because I sweat a latte. Weight loss. But if you eat food in that state, of course, it is replenished as much as it loses moisture. Weight gains back. In other words, it is an optical illusion effect that makes you gain weight just by drinking water. Water is the most important and effective diet. Drink. There are numerous diet drinks and diet foods. There is nothing better than pure water. First, a drink. Oh, calories in water. Because it is something added. All diet therapies put their mouths together. The only food I recommend is water. Drink healthy water. I hope everyone has a healthy life. If you liked the content, please subscribe and like it. Thank you.